All right, it's that time of day to look at the top trending stories on the internet. And first up, almost 70 years ago, Private First Class John Eddington was preparing for deployment to Europe in World War II when he found out that his wife had given birth. So he wrote a letter to his daughter telling her that he looked forward to meeting her. And sadly, he never got that chance. But not only that, his daughter never received the letter. And according to the Associated Press, Donna Gregory and her then husband discovered this letter along with Eddington's Purple Heart at the bottom of a box in their closet decades later. Now, while no one is exactly sure how it ended up there, Gregory began what would become a 14-year search for his daughter, Peggy. Now, this year, she located her using Facebook and plans on hand-delivering the letter and the medal in person this Saturday during a parade being held in John Eddington's honor. Peggy Smith told the Associated Press, quote, "I'll be crying the whole time." Now, next up, we've got another story about a mailed letter, but it's not nearly as sweet. See, Alabama mom Wendy Chandler received a packet of permission slips and consent forms from her daughter's public elementary school. But she was shocked to find one seeking permission to administer physical force as a disciplinary action. She thought that it was a mistake. But it turns out that Leeds Elementary School issues a corporal punishment parental consent form, and forms that are not returned are seen as implicit consent. Now, she wrote on the form, quote, "I cannot imagine how it would ever be okay to show violence towards anyone. Hitting a child is beyond disgraceful. Anyone who could hit a child should be put in jail." Well, now Chandler is doing her part to eradicate corporal punishment in public schools, which is legal in 19 states. And she started the Change.gov petition asking the president to outlaw the physical punishment across the country. Well, moving right along. A Long Island man has been arrested, or was arrested yesterday, for allegedly hiding 850 snakes in his home, where he ran an illegal side business selling them. According to the Associated Press, Richard Perinello, an on and off animal control worker, had more than $500,000 worth of snakes stored away in his garage, 2 of which are illegal in the state of New York. Now, authorities spotted the snakes during an investigation into whether or not Perinello was working while on disability. And he's charged with owning Burmese pythons and violating town codes regarding running a business without a permit. So the illegal pythons have now been moved to a snake sanctuary in Massachusetts. Well, there have been a number of stories in the news recently about employees leaving rude comments on customers' receipts. But this week, Dairy Queen has been in the news, but not because of a disgruntled worker, instead for an employee that went above and beyond for a blind customer. See, Joey, a 19-year-old working in a Minnesota franchise, witnessed the handicapped customer drop a $20 bill on the ground. But before he could inform him of this mistake, another customer snatched the money and put it in her pocket. Now, when Joey asked her to give the money back, at which point she lied, she said that she had dropped that bill. So here's Joey telling the story to KARE 11 News.
I was like, "Ma'am, I'm not going to serve someone as disrespectful as you, so you can either return the $20 bill and I'll serve you, or you can leave."
Now, apparently, the woman, who grew angrier and angrier, eventually stormed out of the Dairy Queen, money in pocket. So now people are calling into the franchise to thank Joey. And one call came from billionaire Warren Buffett, whose company owns Dairy Queen. And a number of customers are now leaving large tips, all of which Joey says he will donate to charity. And now for something different altogether. Have you ever wondered how men in different parts of the world size up? Well, Twitter user Onion Slayer put together a highly informative map detailing sizes in nearly every country on the planet. And I guess if you play into stereotypes, the results might not seem all that shocking. A number of countries in Africa ranked among the biggest, and most of China and Japan rated amongst the smallest. One interesting find was Canada, because it seems that there are some things that Canadians have on Americans. So there's that. And our final story of the day, a man from the Ukraine has found a dog that is a pretty strong resemblance to Russian President Vladimir Putin. According to the Moscow Times, the canine was found in central Kiev and is believed to be a mix of German Shepherd and Staffordshire Terrier. And just like the Russian president, this dog tends to walk around shirtless. And that is it for the trendy stories, but keep watching, stick around. The conversation always continues here on HuffPost Live.